Hey everybody, Bonesy here. Just wanted to give you a quick sneak peek and explanation of the two new systems that are coming in the next remodded beta patch, 0991. This is going to showcase the new gold system, as well as the introduction to the Horadric Rift Shop. So without any more further ado, let's just jump right into it. For the gold system, gold itself is now being removed from all monsters. What this means is that gold item replacements are going to drop instead. These items can then be used to instantly acquire gold. And the reason this is being done is because we're going to greatly reduce the amount of gold itself that drops. So just to help with screen clutter, we don't have a proper loot filter, all that kind of thing. Again, the number of gold that is dropping is going to be greatly reduced, along with other things like potions and stuff. But the amount that you earn from each gold drop will be greatly increased, so that the overall gold amount should still be high and you can farm it. We're going to have a few more resources to use gold on that I'm going to go over in this video, but just understand that's the reason for this change. We're trying to limit the clutter, especially if we start increasing monster density and things like that. So with that out of the way, let's explain how this works. Normally you wouldn't be able to purchase it from the vendor, but I'm going to go ahead and cheat and just show you again how the system will function, at least for now. So you will still have varying amounts of gold, different piles just like you might see in vanilla. And if I drop these on the ground, you can see that visually they'll have different kind of pile amounts as well for that. So as it's just a quick side tangent, telekinesis does have Quickcast enabled for it now. So as a reminder, you can enable this in the gameplay options for Diablo 2 Resurrected, and you can just simply check that box if you'd like to enable it. But what that lets you do is, if you look, I have F8 selected as my hotkey. I can simply press F8 while I'm hovered over an item, and it's going to go ahead and pick that up. Not only does it do that, but if you look, I have teeth selected for my left mouse button. It's going to go ahead and automatically switch back to that after it's done casting. So this is why they call it quick cast. You can quickly use things without switching your actual skill layout. And as one more reminder, this does work kind of anywhere on the screen, so as long as you can kind of hover over the item, you can just use telekinesis as a pickup item hotkey. So I hope you guys will get familiar with that and enjoy how that will function over time. With that just kind of done, again, we do have different pile amounts. We got like our small, medium, large, and extra large pile. So to use those, it's extremely simple. You're just going to right click, and depending on the pile size, you're going to get a different average gold amount. So right now we can see I've 1.23 1232. We'll just look at the first four, and if I use this, I should gain about 2200, and I can see I only gained about 1000. So again, it is a random amount. For this next pile, I could get 10 gold or 10,000 gold. It's just going to be an average amount somewhere around that 4400, but again, you can use that and it's just going to instantly add to your stash. So looking at this extra large gold pile, one more thing I want to touch on is that we still do support the kind of extra gold find stat from your items. So if you look at this Crown of Thieves that I'm going to pop on with almost 90% gold find, as well as this Inferno Stride with almost 60, and we take a look at the character stats, we can see that they do indeed have 151 gold find, and if I look at that stack now, I'm getting almost 22,000 average gold, as opposed to only 8,800 without my gold find. So it is going to account for that and update automatically. If you'd like to abuse this and kind of game the system and swap out to all your gold find stuff with charms and different equipment, feel free. We feel like it's a fair trade-off for either making more trips to town to do that kind of thing or sacrificing more storage space to carry the extra charms and gear. But we do want gold to be more used overall, and we feel like that should be a choice that you can make. But again, it does account for that, so feel free that you can use it as you'd like. So with that understood, we've accumulated 1.2 million gold. We want also ways to kind of get over this 2.5 million hard-coded limit, and one way we're going to do that is with an item you might see here, the gold bar. So I'm going to go ahead and hop over to ReMoDdeD real quick, and we're going to show two of the new additions to the trade menu. So we have the gold bar itself, which you can purchase for approximately 500,000. I'll try to get this dialed in a little closer, but it's actually kind of hard to get it exactly at 500,000, but it's going to be somewhere around that. We're also going to see a gold bar downgrader. I'm going to go ahead and purchase this for now, but we'll talk about that in just a minute or two. So with this gold bar, this allows you to basically invest. As you can see, there's a quantity on that, and we will extend the quantity if we need to, but essentially you can just purchase those gold bars, and obviously it's going to take that money out just like it would anything else. And sorry about that. And you can go ahead and stack them and, kind of accrue this wealth over time. So if you wanted a stack of 100 bars for, 50 million gold or whatever, you can do that. To get that gold back out, you have two options. If you want the gold itself, because you're trying to gamble more or something like that, you can put the item into the cube alone, and you can just go ahead and transmute. You're going to get one gold pile back, so you can right click this and use it for 500,000 gold. Again, about what you spent for the gold bar. There is a little ReMoDdeD fee. He's a little stingy. Can't do anything about that. But as you can see, if we right click, I'll go ahead and adjust. It's not an average. You will get exactly 500,000 back. But that will be kind of how you can just get gold back. If, however, you wanted to do something different, this time I'm going to go ahead and just stack the items together, and we're going to say that you wanted to just remove one stack. This will become important in just a few minutes when we talk about the Horadric Rift Shop. But to do that, we're going to use the gold bar downgrader along with whatever gold bar stack, of quantity, whatever, that we have. And when we do that, we're going to see that we get a quantity 2 instead of a quantity 3, and obviously kind of our 1 gold bar separated. So that'll work just like a lot of our other recipes that use that same kind of function, but that'll help you break down the stacks if you need to for whatever purpose. With the gold understood, again, I know it's a lot of change, but I do think you guys will start to like it once you get a feel for it and see how it's implemented. And another use for these gold bars is going to be their Horadric Rift Shop that I mentioned before. So to jump into that, we're going to go ahead and open up the cube. We're going to select this middle option with the little portal for the Rift, and we're going to click that. Just as a quick side note, if you want to read the top and bottom text for a little lore play, sometimes I can enjoy getting into it for the plot and everything. So feel free to read that and kind of enjoy it. As far as the page itself goes, this panel is just basically meant as a display page. So this is going to show you some of the unique perks or options that are available in the Rift Shop during this rotation. So as that might sound, this is going to be a seasonal type thing where these options will rotate out. Sometimes they may be special recipes or items. They may be exclusive skins or perks that you might not see again. So you can brag about that season 3 skin you got or something like that. We'll try to explore new ideas and kind of keep things fresh. But for this rotation, what you can expect, I'll kind of quickly go over real quick. We have the first option. You can spend 500 gems. So this would just be taken from your storage bag and just basically put your storage bag in the cube. It's going to automatically take out those 500 gems when you hit transmute, and you're going to receive the Dark Force Spawn Demon Head. One important note about this special Necromancer only shield is that it does contain the +5 to Skull Mob open skill, and what this means is that it's just basically it will unlock a new skill slot on your character when you equip it. You'll see it appear on your skill selection area, and I think you guys might like that skill and what it can grow into. You got some more options here. For 1 gold bar, you can get a random Necromancer set item. And this can include our new Necromancer only set, the Rathma's set. That set also has a special set visual when you complete the full set. So to get a quick preview of that, we can click this play preview button, and you can get an idea of what it looks like in game. So I hope you guys will enjoy that. Now, just as a reminder for this recipe, if no set item exists, you're just going to get like a magic item with extra durability. For now, that's just how it is. In time, that will be kind of changed. But good luck with your rolls, but just hope you get the Necromancer set item you're going for and not a magic item. And then over here, we can see that for 2 or 3 gold bars respectively, we can either buy a rune or a weapon chest. So the tier 2 rune chest is going to contain, for now, any rune in the game. Later, we're going to have runes above eye level 75, so this particular reward would not work for those. But for now, we don't have any kind of super special ones like that. So it's just going to allow any rune in the game to be acquired from this chest. For 3 gold bars, you can get a tier 1 unique weapon chest, which can contain any weapon in the game, eye level 90 or lower. And again, that's for unique weapons. So you can get kind of an idea of how the shop is going to work. It'll have varying both rewards and requirements. So just 2 special notes to cover that real quick. This month it happens to be gem and gold bars. Maybe next rotation it happens to be high rune points and 5 unique druid items. I don't know, something like that. These are always going to switch, so you're going to try to explore different builds and things that work for you. Again, maybe one time it's a gold farming build, the next time it's just a pure boss hunting build to hunt whatever items are easiest for that build. Anyways, so that's one thing to watch out for. It's not always going to be gold bars, but you can expect them to pop up fairly frequently. Another thing is that sometimes you will be required to meet certain kill or death requirements. So for this particular feature, it's required that you have 5,000 kills before this purchase will unlock for you. For the other ones, this requirement is not in place this rotation, but it's one more thing to keep in mind that sometimes you'll also be required to meet a certain quota to be eligible or worthy to use that feature. So with that understood, I'm just going to show you real quick how we can use it. For example, we'll just go ahead and I guess try these 2 out. We'll use some gems and spawn a dark force, and we'll try our luck with the gold bar set item. So to use that again, we're just going to use the cube. That panel is just for a display. You can see here that I have just over 2,000 gems in my bag right now. So if I just cube that alone, I'm going to get my dark force, and you can feel free to re-roll that as much as you want to try and get perfect rolls if you'd like. But obviously, if you look at my bag, I do have those 500 gems removed. So that is how you can, purchase the kind of first event item. If you want to once more try your luck with the Necromancer set item, I'm just going to go ahead and put a single gold bar. Make sure it's quantity 1 or whatever quantity you need for that particular purchase you're aiming for. But I'm going to go ahead and hit transmute, and we can see I only got a rare this time, or sorry, a magic item. I did not get a set. So I got 2 more bars here. I'll go ahead and downgrade them so I can try my luck 2 more times to see if I get a set item to show you that. And another magic, and last chance. Another magic. So no luck here, but because I'm a cheater, I'm going to go ahead and show you that Rathma set real quick so you can get a better idea of some of the things that will be enabled with these open skills and other items in the future. So you can see as soon as I completed that set that the new visual gets applied. And then we can also see that when you have the full set bonus, you get a new skill for bone spikes. Let me try to show that off actually. Showed you the wrong one. So if we look at the shield, we can see the green text in the middle, +5 to bone spikes. This is another one of those open skills that you'll see pop up on your skill tree. And this will just be a new skill that you can build around. It's going to have its own masteries, its own synergies with different things. These are going to grow out in time as well. So the classes or the skills you see on your class tree are not necessarily the ones that you're going to main with at the end of the game. You may very well create your own builds and paths based on the items you find. So I hope this has been a good tutorial and explanation and a sneak peek, basically, at some of the new changes coming. They may adapt over time, but this is the general kind of goal for now. So I hope you guys have enjoyed that, and thanks for sticking around to the end. Have a great day. Bye.